The world has always been fascinated by Tom Cruise and his family. As a globally renowned actor, Cruise has captured public attention for decades. His daughter, Suri Cruise, grew up under the media's watchful eye. From the moment she was born, Suri's life has been under constant media scrutiny. Every step she took, every moment of her childhood, was observed and reported on, making her one of the most famous children in the world. But now, at the age of 18, Suri has made a bold and decisive move. She has changed her name to Suri Noel. This is more than just a name change. It is a powerful declaration of independence, a step away from the shadow of her parents, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Suri is expressing her desire to carve out her own path, separate from her famous father. But why did she make this decision, and how has it affected her relationship with Tom Cruise? Let's dive deeper into the complexities of Suri's journey. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were once one of Hollywood's golden couples. They married in 2006 and quickly became a fan-favorite duo. Their love story seemed perfect. They got engaged within months and had a lavish Italian-style wedding. But behind the glitz and glamour, cracks began to form, and soon their fairy tale romance would come to an end. The influence of Scientology, the controversial belief system founded by L. Ron Hubbard in the 1950s, played a central role in their lives. Members of Scientology believe that each person is a spiritual being called a Thetan, who has lived through countless past lives and will continue to exist beyond the current one. Through practices like auditing, individuals confront past experiences on a journey of self-improvement, aiming to reach a state known as clear. Scientology encourages its followers to progress along the bridge to total freedom, a series of spiritual levels designed to enhance one's awareness and control over their life. During auditing sessions, they use a device called the E-meter to measure physical responses to thoughts and emotions. One of the guiding principles of Scientology is the concept of the 8 dynamics or aspects of life, including self, family, community, and the universe. Members strive to live ethically, promoting a better life for themselves and others. However, the demands of this belief system increasingly conflicted with Katie Holmes' vision for her family. The breakdown of the marriage. Katie Holmes joined Scientology when she married Tom in 2006. At first, she seemed to embrace the faith, attending events with a church representative by her side. Over time, however, she became uncomfortable with the church's rigid practices. According to Ron Miscavige, the father of Scientology leader David Miscavige, Katie felt increasingly uneasy with the constant presence of church staff around her. This growing discomfort eventually strained her relationship with Tom. Reports revealed that Katie stopped attending Scientology ceremonies and enrolled Suri in a Catholic kindergarten. These changes reflected her growing resistance to the religion. When she filed for divorce, she cited irreconcilable differences, signaling unresolvable issues. Katie also sought primary custody of their 6-year-old daughter, Suri, meaning she wanted Suri to live primarily with her, rather than splitting time equally between both parents. Tom, who was caught off guard by the divorce, was in Iceland filming a movie when he learned of Katie's decision. His spokesperson expressed Tom's sadness and shock, stating that he was focused on his children during this difficult time. Katie's strategic escape. Katie's departure wasn't impulsive. She carefully planned her next steps. She enlisted her father, Martin Holmes, a lawyer, to help her navigate both the legal and emotional aspects of her decision. She discreetly rented an apartment in New York City for herself and Suri, ensuring they had a safe place to retreat after filing the paperwork. Protecting Suri's well-being was her top priority. During the divorce process, there were reports that Scientology members were monitoring Katie in New York. She noticed strange cars, including a white Cadillac, parked near her apartment, leading her to believe she was being watched. The Church of Scientology denied these claims, insisting they were not following her. Nevertheless, Katie feared that Tom might send Suri to a special Scientology training program, which fueled her determination to keep her daughter close. The rising tensions prompted Katie to take additional precautions. She fired many of Tom's staff, including his spokesperson and security team, further distancing herself from his influence. Her main concern was ensuring that Suri wouldn't be drawn into the church, especially with Scientology's disconnection policy, which could pressure members to sever ties with family who leave the church. In response to Katie's decisive actions, Tom hired the same lawyer who represented him in his divorce from Nicole Kidman. He planned to move the case to California, where the law is more favorable to shared custody. This meant that Tom was fighting for joint custody of Suri, preventing Katie from having full control over their daughter's future. All eyes are now on Suri Cruise, the daughter of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, who has emerged as one of the most famous celebrity children in the world. From the moment Suri was born, the media has meticulously followed every step of her life, tracking her every move. Being the daughter of two Hollywood icons, Tom Cruise, one of the biggest names in film, and Katie Holmes, a well-known actress, Suri was thrust into the limelight from the very start. However, the media attention wasn't just a byproduct of having famous parents. Every aspect of Suri's life has been monitored and reported, with paparazzi trailing her family everywhere, from casual shopping trips to simple outings. This relentless surveillance has made Suri's childhood drastically different from most kids, stripping her of the privacy many take for granted. Despite her luxurious lifestyle, the constant scrutiny has been a significant challenge. Everyday moments, such as attending birthday parties or grabbing ice cream, often turned into media spectacles. Suri hasn't just had to contend with public attention, she has also been learning to navigate the pressures of growing up under the watchful eye of the world. One of Suri's greatest wishes has been to have a normal childhood, one where she doesn't have to worry about cameras or public scrutiny. Like other kids, she dreams of going to school, playing with friends, and doing everyday activities without being in the media spotlight. Living under constant public interest has profoundly impacted Suri, making it difficult to experience a typical childhood. Raised in the spotlight, she has had to find ways to navigate fame and the pressures that come with growing up in the public eye. Over time, Suri has learned to balance her desire for privacy with the reality of her family's fame. Her mother, Katie Holmes, has consistently maintained a low profile, avoiding media attention wherever possible. Recently, Suri made a significant decision by changing her name to Suri Noel. This isn't just a superficial name change, it carries deep meaning. Noel is Katie Holmes' middle name, symbolizing fresh beginnings and personal transformation. Suri chose to adopt her new name during her graduation from LaGuardia High School, opting to be called Suri Noel instead of Suri Cruise. This move was more than a simple name change, it was a powerful declaration of independence. Suri Noel is stepping into her own identity, away from being simply the daughter of two Hollywood superstars. The decision came at a crucial moment as Suri turned 18, an age when most people begin to seriously reflect on who they are and what they want for the future. By choosing the name Suri Noel, she is taking control of her identity and stepping into a new chapter of her life, defined by her own choices rather than the fame of her parents. Changing her name seems like a subtle but meaningful way for Suri to claim her independence and build her own identity. The name, Suri Noel, not only helps her distance herself from constant media attention but also reflects her growing sense of self-determination and her desire to shape her life on her own terms. For many, this decision is seen as a bold statement, signaling that Suri is stepping out from the shadow of her famous parents, wanting to be recognized for who she truly is, rather than just as the child of two A-list celebrities. It can also be interpreted as Suri taking control of how she is perceived by the public, choosing to be seen on her own merits. Some view the name change as a way for Suri to manage her public image. While her father, Tom Cruise, and mother, Katie Holmes, have played pivotal roles in shaping her life, choosing a new name might give Suri the freedom to distance herself from her family's celebrity status and carve out her own path. At 18, Suri Noel made this decision at a critical juncture, signifying her transition from childhood under intense public scrutiny to a new phase of adulthood, where she can assert her identity and live life on her terms. With this bold move, Suri is not only declaring her independence but also showcasing her confidence as she enters a new chapter. While some may view this as a way to manage media attention, the most important aspect is that Suri is taking control of her life and shaping her future as she envisions it. The shift from Suri Cruise to Suri Noel represents a courageous step toward being recognized for her individuality, not just as Tom Cruise's daughter. It's a bold move, signaling her intention to build her identity and step out from the towering fame of her parents. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this decision. What do you think of Suri's name change, and what does it reveal about her? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more intriguing stories. Thanks for watching.